That's a quick blend. It's almost like a shake. Some people keep the shaker and find the drink frozen. In the book, it doesn't tell you that. So the people keep making this drink wrong and too diluted and not in the right way. Another trick is part is like to pour it in the mug. These mugs are very long. They take air in it, and it's hard to make the drink go through. So you have to push it a bit. The idea is like it has to be perfect because you want the drink reaching the top. So you can put a nice float of sherry in it, and it looks like you're having the real deal.
Can you explain why you use the dry sherry? Is there...
Dry sherry probably gives a nice, dry, aromatic end to it. By floating it on the top, the aromas of the sherry will reach your nose, and by drinking it, it will be getting into the drink and giving a nice, flowery and dry end to it, you know. Which with the gin and the botanicals of the gin will make this drink a bit special and different. So we put a bit of mint, always very, very important in these drinks. And we got some more for cutter.
Well, this will probably be the smallest drink we'll be making today. One of the problems, let me, when you think of tiki drinks, you probably 99% think of rum. And we got a recipe ready for you guys. It's called a passion punch.
Frederick's passion punch.
And actually it's made with only gin and brandy, so take it.
Yeah, I choose this drink because I want to show that tiki is not all about gin. Trader traveled all around the world. He knew very well Cuba, but he knew very well Paris and of course London. At the back of its menu talks about Pim's Bar and other great bartenders. So that's why I choose this drink, which is pretty fruity. It's made with passion fruit nectar. It's a cross between passion fruit puree and what we know as a syrup these days. The products back in the 50s were completely different than today, obviously. That's something by talking to his grandson and his son itself and going through the files, I found very rare ingredients. They have like actually grapefruit in powder and pineapple in powder, things that they started doing during the war, drying up milk and fruits and things like that. So it was pretty different then.
Can you say that these tiki guys, because you make up drinks with large measures and lots of juices, can you explain to them that they were really actually very good businessmen?
Well, definitely Trader Biggs, his name Trader came from something. He was a businessman, he was like very good. All the stuff he found in his bar was exchanged with seamen, veterans of war by meals or by drinks. So that's how he started getting all these tikis, all these rifles, all these cannons. And then his main aim was to make business, of course, and by guaranteeing good quality, good standards, good training, he knew that that formula was successful. So he was very, very picky, he was paying so much attention to detail. He could fire anyone on the spot for any little mistake, or for wearing maybe a long hair. So he was a person that he knew what he wanted, he knew what the people wanted, and he was giving to the people. So,
great.
So we have the gin, and we have this passion fruit nectar. Like I say, we mix some sugar with passion fruit to make it ourselves. It's
we all know it here in Rotterdam. We used sour passion fruit puree, and we did it like 60-40 with sugar to sweeten it up a bit.
Yeah. In this case, I think it comes from the lime of one first lime, yeah?
Yeah.
Something that he was doing a lot, and we see today, thanks to Julio. He was one of the guys calling for fresh ingredients, calling for fresh squeeze uses. So something that Julio makes these days very popular with Tommy's Margarita, but Trader was doing always the Mai Tai and many other drinks.
Which glass are you going to use, Roberto?
This normally comes in a small bowl, but we're probably going to use a mag, like a tiki mag, like.
On your right?
Yes.
Big one?
A nice, fancy tiki mag. This is actually a maker in America called Tiki Farm. They produce many mags these days. These things are very rare and hard to get and expensive. They may cost $20, $40. We always put some ice cubes in it.
Why do you do that?
Because the idea of the ice, it was actually using ice, and the other times you use blocks. There were no ice machines today. The idea is that you keep the drink cold enough so it doesn't melt, it doesn't get too diluted. Is that okay?
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
Yeah, and by putting too much ice in the mag, is preserving it. We put a bit of ice here for dissolution, to the water and a good blending, but the idea is that to keep the drink always cold enough so the ice is not melting, so we're not getting a watery drink. These drinks are large, take some time to knock down, so they cannot, you don't want the ice melt too fast.
Please serve it, otherwise it's...
Well, it's not making it, yeah? We put some angostura in it, some passion, some lemon, the gin, and in this case also again is a bit of brandy. So it's a very simple recipe. The brandy gives a bit of body to the drink, while the gin gives all the botanicals, the flavors, the aromas. Passion fruit, the fitness. We can say this is a perfect drink for ladies. Even the name helps a lot to say it to ladies. Again, I will see if it's mixing in this mug, which is different than the standard. I think I managed right perfect. And normally this is
Whoa, that's your box, man.
Yeah. Normally this will be garnished with a nice gardenia or orchid. We rather prefer gardenias because the gardenias, they have an aroma and they give an extra flavor to the drink. While the orchids, they look very pretty, but they don't give you that extra kick on the nose.